Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I'm an alcoholic, and today I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I could not be any more grateful. I have made it abundantly clear to everybody that I work with, everybody I talk to, be it online, face-to-face, in person, over the phone, whatever, that I don't have this stuff down, that I am not Mr. Perfect Recovery, that I still experience all these emotions that keep coming back, right? We always say that, the good news about, recovery is you get your emotions back. The bad news is you get your emotions back, right? We have to learn how to deal with them. So I'm not immune from that. Matter of fact, the whole reason why I drank was to not feel emotions, right? And so when I stopped drinking, there was an implied expectation that I was going to start feeling my emotions. I was going to learn to start coping with my emotions. And so over the course of the last several weeks, a couple of weeks anyway, where we've been on the road, we've been traveling for the baseball season and everything, sure, my frustration has increased, my fuse, my patience has decreased, right? My irritability, my restlessness, my discontentment, that's all increased. Trying to work a job and stay connected to recovery, trying to meet this scheduling demands of the season. It takes a toll on you without question. So that's not been lost on me. But I had a personal experience that I thought was worthwhile in sharing, that I think may be able to help other people. Because again, isn't that what we're supposed to do? Matter of fact, the very first line of chapter 7 says, practical experience shows that nothing insomuch ensures immunity from drinking as intensive work with another alcoholic. Now, I like to take off that very last word there and say, as intensive work with another. So you don't necessarily have to be alcoholic per se, right? So what that means is if I want to stay sober, I got to keep working with people. I got to keep talking with people. I got to keep connecting and engaging with people. And that's, of course, what we try to do with the Recovery Classroom. Again, over the last few weeks on the road, been frustrated. My patience has decreased drastically. And so I was in a store, a retail establishment yesterday morning, early yesterday morning. And I was in this one area that had not opened up yet. And I didn't know that. There was no signs posted. And so I walked to the front and I said, hey, what time, can I get some help back in? And they said, well, that doesn't even open until 7 a.m. I was frustrated. Fortunately, I felt it building up in me, but fortunately I didn't say anything stupid. I just said, well, that would have been nice to know, but I appreciate it. Thank you. And I turned around and walked off. I came back at 7, and I approached the same individual that I had previously approached earlier in the morning, and I asked them, I said, hey, is there anyone there that can help me? And they said, I don't know. Again, I was frustrated. I was aggravated. How can you not know? But instead of saying these things, instead of saying the first thought that comes to my brain, instead of saying that thing, I made a joke. I just cracked a simple joke. And anyone who knows me knows that I love my keto ice cream. Anyone who knows me, anyone who's been in meetings with me, I have my keto ice cream. I live for keto ice cream, right? I made a joke about my keto ice cream. And lo and behold, it caught the woman off guard. And lo and behold, it changed something in me. I literally felt something change right in the midst of a conversation with her. And that frustration that I myself was experiencing, well, hell, it went away. Matter of fact, I saw her response. She cracked a smile, she started laughing, so I made another joke. And I started making light and fun of the situation, the frustrating situation that I was in. And it taught me a lesson. The reason why I'm getting frustrated in moments is because I'm frustrating myself. I refuse to lighten up. I'm taking myself too damn seriously, right? And it dawned on me at that point, and again, I jumped back to that very first line. I'm working with others. First line of chapter 7, I'm working with others. This woman may have been an alcoholic, she may not have been. I don't know, didn't care, didn't ask. But instead of trying to make her frustrated, instead of trying to ruin her day, I just cracked a joke which triggered a smile on her face. And her whole demeanor changed. My whole demeanor changed. I could literally feel it inside. That frustration that I'd been experiencing, well, hell, it went away. And by the time I made it back to that area that I was wanting to get to, I was fine. Granted, I'd also called my sponsor and said, hey, something's going on, and I was talking to my sponsor about it, and his words were, you're aware. And that was the key. I'm aware of these emotions that are coming back to me. I'm aware, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to cope and deal with these emotions that I'm feeling. And 2 weeks on the road, the last 2 weeks, It's been tough, and no wonder my patience has decreased and my fuse has gotten really short. I get it, and I'm aware of it. I'm paying attention to it, and I'm trying like hell to work at keeping everything at bay. See, that's where sometimes we go wrong. We get sober, we get clean and sober. We think, okay, everything's going to be, you know, hunky dory now. Everything's going to be great, and that's just not the case. I mean, it may be for some folks, but other folks, it may not be the case. Matter of fact, I was told early on in my recovery, chances are my problems are going to get worse. And they were right. It finally got better, just took some time. But at the end of the day, that frustration that I was experiencing at that moment, it was a simple lesson. All I had to do is I got to change the conversation. I got to change the demeanor, the body language. And just cracking a simple joke, just thinking of that woman that she was probably frustrated with me too. I get it. She should have been, in all fairness. But in making that simple joke, she realized that, okay, I'm no longer taking myself seriously. It put a smile on her face, and it was a funny joke, by the way. I don't remember exactly. It was just about my keto ice cream. But it put a smile on her face, it changed her whole demeanor, changed mine. By the time I found what I was looking for, hell, I was fine. Again, keep in mind, I was on the phone with my sponsor too. That's a whole other story. I want to encourage you today, when you have those moments of frustration, think of the other person that you're frustrated with. When you have those interactions that you could go either way, you decide which way it goes. I could have spouted off to the mouth and just said the first thing that came to my mind, and next thing you know, I could have been still making amends, even this morning, but I didn't. Instead, I changed my thought. I let out a joke, let her know that, okay, it's not that big of a deal. And truth be told, it really wasn't a big deal. In my mind, though, I was making it a bigger deal. Don't take ourselves so damn seriously. When we do that, we tend to miss out on a lot of blessings that are in store for us. So with that being said, I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. If there's a topic that you would like to have discussed on the monologues, feel free to email me directly, Drew, D-R-E-W, at recoveryclassroom.org. I'll take a look at it, see how we can parse it out. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.